We are currently living in a period of digital false security. Every transaction you make, every encrypted message you send, and every secret held by every government on Earth is protected by a mathematical lock that we assume is unbreakable. We call this RSA and elliptic curve cryptography. It is the invisible bedrock of the global economy, the silent guardian of our privacy, and the foundation of modern digital trust. But there is a date approaching on the horizon, a moment in time known as Q-Day. This is the day when a quantum computer reaches sufficient qubit scale and stability to render modern encryption as useless as a screen door on a submarine. Today, we're going to be honest about the quantum apocalypse. We are going to look at why your Bitcoin, your bank account, and your private data are essentially on a countdown timer, and why this isn't a movie plot. It is a mathematical certainty rooted in the laws of physics. To understand the threat, you first have to understand the wall that protects us today. Modern encryption doesn't rely on hiding information in a secret location. It relies on a very specific type of math problem that is easy to do in one direction but nearly impossible to reverse. This is often referred to as a trapdoor function. The most famous of these is the integer factorization problem. If I ask you to multiply two prime numbers, say 13 and 17, you can calculate the answer as 221 almost instantly. But if I give you the number 221 and ask you to find the two prime numbers that multiply into it, it takes your brain significantly longer to factorize it. Now, imagine a number that is 617 digits long, the size of a standard RSA 2048 key. For a classical supercomputer to crack that number and find its prime factors, it would have to work for trillions of years. That is longer than the age of the universe. This time lock is the only reason your credit card information is safe when it travels across the internet. In 1994, a mathematician named Peter Shor proved that this time lock is a phantom. He developed what we now call Shor's algorithm. He mathematically proved that a fault-tolerant quantum computer wouldn't need trillions of years to find those prime factors. It could find them in a matter of hours or even minutes. The reason lies in a quantum property called superposition. While a classical computer has to test every possible factor one by one, like a locksmith trying a billion keys in a single lock, a quantum computer uses Shor's algorithm to exploit the wave-like nature of qubits. It uses quantum interference to cancel out the trillions of wrong answers and amplify the one correct answer across the entire mathematical space simultaneously. It doesn't pick the lock. It simply causes the lock to vibrate at its resonant frequency until it falls apart. You might think that because we don't have a massive million-qubit quantum computer today, you are safe for the next decade. You aren't. We are currently facing a threat known as HNDL, harvest now, decrypt later. State actors and intelligence agencies are currently intercepting and storing massive amounts of dark data from the undersea fiber optic cables that power the global web. They cannot read it today, but they are saving it for the day a quantum computer comes online. The moment Q-Day arrives, decades of private history, diplomatic cables, military strategies, corporate trade secrets, and your personal medical records will be unlocked all at once. The past will become transparent in an instant, and every secret ever sent over a classical network will be laid bare. In the world of decentralized finance, the panic is even more acute because the vulnerability is public. Bitcoin and Ethereum rely on elliptic curve digital signature algorithms, ECDSA, to prove ownership of a wallet. Every time you send a transaction, you reveal your public key. If a quantum computer can derive your private key from your public address, which is exactly what Shor's algorithm allows it to do, anyone with access to a quantum processor can essentially claim any Bitcoin that hasn't been moved to a quantum-resistant wallet. We are talking about the potential for the largest transfer of wealth in human history, occurring in the time it takes to execute a single script, without a massive coordinated hard fork to move the entire network to quantum-resistant protocols. The very concept of digital scarcity and immutability vanishes. There is, however, a counter-move in development. We are currently in a global arms race to develop post-quantum cryptography, PQC. Organizations like NIST are currently standardizing new mathematical problems that are quantum hard. These include lattice-based cryptography, where the key is hidden within a multi-dimensional grid of points so complex that even quantum superposition doesn't provide a shortcut. In these systems, finding the secret is equivalent to finding the shortest vector in a 500-dimensional space, a problem that remains computationally exhausting even for a quantum machine. The transition to a post-quantum world will be the largest coordinated IT upgrade in human history. It requires replacing every security protocol on every server, every smart device, every banking mainframe, and every satellite currently in orbit. It is a race against a clock we cannot see. If we reach the finish line after a functional quantum computer is built, the quantum apocalypse won't just be a headline. It will be a total collapse of digital trust and the end of the information age as we know it. We are moving into an era where math alone is no longer enough to protect us. The era of the mathematical lock is ending. The era of the quantum shield is beginning. If you want to understand the engineering required to survive this transition, stay with us. The countdown to Q-Day has already begun, and the math of the future is already here.